Okay, YouTube. I was experimenting with, the Freechex system a little bit, and some of these gas checks that Steve Street 01 sent me, and I've got my Lee Sizer die set up. Now, remember how I was seating the gas checks, and we were seeing, the effectiveness, and how well each type would seat and everything. The results are really a little bit jaded in terms of the way it turned out, because just because one will seat doesn't mean they all will. And for example, I'm going to use a 12 thousandths inch thick brass gas check, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Sizer die, and I'm going to run it through nose down instead of base down to see if it seats any different. I got to experimenting a little bit, and I think I've discovered something that you guys may find a little interesting. Okay, here's a bullet that I sized earlier. Same thing I just did. As you notice, it came out base up. Notice how the gas check is still loose. It won't seat all the way. I got to thinking, I was like, well, without buying other sizing dies, what could I do to possibly seat these gas checks a little bit tighter and a little bit more effectively? And I got to thinking about the Lee collet neck sizing die. Okay? Now, I got to thinking about, what size that I would want to use and all of that. And I came to the conclusion that if you have a 270 Winchester Lee collet neck sizing die, you can use it to crimp the gas check onto the base of the bullet much more efficiently. And you're almost creating almost kind of like a boat tail in a sense, and you're going to see what I'm talking about in a second. But I've got several of the bullets here. I've installed my shell holder. All the shell holder is going to do is actuate the collet to close on the base of the bullet. Now we're talking about 30 caliber bullets, okay? Different sizes, you're going to have to experiment a little bit. Let me reposition the camera, and we're going to have a look here. Okay, here I have the 270 Lee collet neck sizing die. As you can see, the gas check sort of just pulls off with enough pressure, okay? What we want to do, we're just going to stick the base of the bullet into the neck sizer, and as you can see, if I give it a little bit of force, you can see right there that the collet closes. We're going to crimp the base of this bullet very gently here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to seat this gas check a little bit more efficiently. Let me go ahead and size a few more. We're going to get some measurements. And I am going to do a range test of these because we want to see if it's going to affect accuracy adversely or, positively. It really just depends, on a lot of factors. Because how round your base is, or how consistent your base is, has a lot to do with the accuracy. Alright, so we sort of crimped on these brass gas checks. Let me reposition the camera. We're going to grab the calipers and take some measurements. Alright, we're going to start by measuring the bearing surface of the bullet itself. After running through the Lee 309 Sizer die, these bullets are 310. Alright, I'm pretty sure you can see that. We're going to measure the base where the gas check is seated. Alright, it measures at 302. So we're going to go on and measure a couple more and see if those readings are consistent. Because what's the key to accuracy? Consistency. Alright, this one's also 310. Let's see what the diameter is of the gas check. 305. Alright, so, well heck, what was the first one? I don't remember. 303, okay. Alright, so this one we have 310. Okay. Alright, and let's see what the gas check is. .30. Oh. So a little bit of variance in the diameter of the way the gas check sizes. But I'm going to do a few batches of these. We're going to do a range test. We've had really crappy weather here in Georgia this week. So give me a little bit of time to get this rolling. But, you know, it's just a little idea I'm throwing around, and I thought it was kind of interesting. And it involved the Freechex 2 system, so I thought I'd bring it up. So I hope you found it interesting. And I hope you can get some similar results if you're having issues getting the gas checks to seat on your bullets. Thanks for watching.